Hello friends, my name is Nihir Mandovra and welcome to the 11th grammar lesson. In this lesson, we will discuss all the basics about adjectives. This is the fourth part of speech from the 8 parts of speech that we are learning. We have already discussed about the 3 parts of speech which are noun, pronoun and verbs in our previous videos. Please check those videos if you haven't already. Links are given in the description. To get most out of this video, please watch it till the end. Okay, so let's get started. What exactly are adjectives? Adjectives are words that describes noun. Now for understanding adjective, we need to revise what are nouns. So what exactly is a noun? Noun is a word that contains person, place, thing or an idea. Now, what are adjectives? They describes noun. For example, in case of Sachin, what are the things or qualities that you think about Sachin Tendulkar? If I say Sachin is a good person, or Sachin is a best cricketer, or Sachin is a clever batsman, then good, best and clever are the things that describe Sachin as a person. In case of Taj Mahal, what are the things that you think about it? If I say Taj Mahal is a beautiful place, or Taj Mahal is very old place, or Taj Mahal is built of white marbles, then beautiful, old and white are the things that describe Taj Mahal as a place. In case of a ball, what are the qualities or thing you think about a ball? If I say this is a colorful ball, or this ball has 6 colors, or this is a big ball, then colorful, 6 and big are the things that describe a ball as a thing. In case of an idea, what types of ideas or dreams you get? If I say, I got a great dream, or I got a scary dream, or I got a funny dream, then great, scary, funny are the things that describe an idea or dream. So, these are the 12 words that are actually describing nouns, or you can say they are giving more information about noun, and so they are called adjectives. Also note that nouns and pronouns are technically same. Pronouns are just replacement of for nouns. We have already discussed about them in our previous videos. So we can say adjective are the words that describe nouns and pronouns both. Now let's look into some sentence example to make things even clear. Ram is a tall person. Here, tall is a quality that describes Ram, so it is an adjective. This is a small ball. Here, with the help of small, we get to know about the size of ball, so it's an adjective. Shreya has 5 chocolates. Here, we get to know the quantity of chocolates Shreya has using 5. So, it's an adjective. Now, I think you are clear what adjectives exactly are. Now, let's look into the degrees of comparison that adjective has. Adjectives have 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative and superlative. So, why do we need degree of comparison? It is used when we need to compare things. Positive degree of adjective is used to describe, it is not used to compare anything. Comparative degree is used to compare 2 things, and superlative degree is used to compare more than 2 things. Let me give you an example to make this degrees of adjective clear. Ram is a tall boy. Here, tall is an adjective and we are just describing Ram. We are not comparing Ram with any another person. So It's a positive degree. Now let's look into another example. Shyam is taller than Ram. Here, taller is an adjective and we are comparing two persons' height. That is Ram's height with Shyam's height. So it is a comparative degree. Divyesh is tallest among all. Here, tallest is an adjective and we are comparing three persons' height. So it is a superlative degree. Now let's go back to the chart. So tall is a positive degree, taller is a comparative degree, and tallest is a superlative degree. Remember, positive degree is not for comparing anything, it just gives the information or description about noun. Comparative degree is used to compare two things, and superlative degree is used to compare more than two things. Now, positive degrees can be converted to comparative degrees and superlative degrees. Let's look into the examples of them. By adding er for comparative and est for superlative at the end of positive degree. Example: bright, brighter, brightest; cold, colder, coldest; strong, stronger, strongest. Note the characters er and est at the end of comparative and superlative degrees. Let's look into another way of changing degrees by adding r and st at the end. Example: fine, finer, finest; wise, wiser, wisest; and white, whiter, whitest. Note the characters r and st at the end of comparative and superlative degrees. There are some adjectives that cannot be converted like this way. These are called irregular adjectives. Examples of them are good, better, best; bad, worse, worst; and little, less, least. Note these words, they don't follow any pattern that we discussed. Please remember this degree and these conversion techniques. That's all in this video. Let's quickly go through what we have learned in this lesson. We learned about adjectives. Adjectives are the words that describes a noun or pronoun. Then we discussed about degree of comparison for adjective, which are positive, comparative, and superlative. So that's all for now in this video. Thank you for watching the video.
Hello friends, my name is Nihir Mandovra and welcome to the 12th grammar lesson. In this lesson, we will discuss about different types of adjective. To get most out of this video, we will look into main 6 types of adjectives. These are adjectives of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, and possessive adjective. Now let's look into them one by one. Adjective of quality. These are the words that describe the quality of noun or pronoun. Note the word quality. Let me give you an example to make it clear. I have a nice teddy. Here, what is the quality of teddy? It is nice. They generally answer the question of what kind in any sentence. Now, can you think of more such qualities of teddy? Someone may say that this teddy is of brown color, or someone may say it is an awesome teddy, or it is very cute. So, brown, awesome, and cute are the qualities of teddy. Adjective of quality is also referred to as descriptive adjectives. Now, let's look into the next type, adjective of quantity. They are the words that describe the quantity of nouns or pronouns. Please note the word quantity. Example, I have enough money. Here, enough describes the quantity of money I have. Questions they generally answer are how much in any sentence. Some more examples of them are I have some money, I have very little amount of money, I have more money. So remember, they define the quantity of noun, not the exact amount. Now let's look into the next type, adjective of numbers. They are the words that describe exact number of noun, not the word exact number. For example, Shivani has 4 apples. Here, 4 is the exact number of apple Shivani has. They generally gives the answer of the question how many in any sentence. If there is only one apple, then we can say Shivani has an apple. 8, 10 or any such exact number describes this adjective. So remember this, whenever you have any exact number that is describing noun or pronoun, it is adjective of number. Let's look into the fourth type, demonstrative adjective. Words that point out a person, thing or animal. Note the word point. For example, this book is mine. Here, I am pointing out the book. Some more examples of them are that, these and those. Now, if you remember, in pronouns, we discussed about demonstrative pronouns. And they also had the same words, these, that, these and those. But there is a difference. Let me give you an example of demonstrative pronouns. Now, this is my book. Here, this is a pronoun. Can you see the difference in two sentences? In the first one, this comes before book, which is a noun, and it is describing noun, so it is an adjective. And in the second one, it comes before is, which is a verb, and so it is a pronoun. Now let's look into the next type of adjective, interrogative adjectives. These are WH words which are used with nouns to ask questions. Now what are WH words? WH words include who, whom, whose, which and what. For example, which book is yours? Here, which is used before book and is asking question. So, it is an interrogative adjective. Now we discussed about interrogative pronouns and they sound similar to these adjectives. But there is a difference. Let me give you the example of interrogative pronoun. Which is your book? Here, verb is used before which. So, it is a pronoun. And in the above example, noun book is used. So, it is an adjective. So, now you would have understood the difference. Let's look into the sixth and final type of adjective, possessive adjectives. These are the words that are used to show ownership. Note the word ownership. Let's look into the example. Joe left his bat at home. Here, his word is used to show us that it is his bat. So, it is a possessive adjective. Some more examples of it are my, our, her and their. Now again, we talked about possessive pronouns and they sound similar to possessive adjective. But they are not. They both are used in different contexts. Let me give you the example of possessive pronoun. The bat next to the window is his. Here, his is not describing noun. It is used instead of noun. So, it is a pronoun. Always remember this thing. Whenever you are in confusion, whether the word is adjective or pronoun, remember this formula. If the word is used instead of noun, then it is a pronoun. And if it is used for describing noun, then it is an adjective. Okay, so we have now discussed about all the 6 main types of adjectives. Now, let's quickly remember what we have learnt in this video. We discussed about types of adjectives. We will go through the 6 types of adjective with one example of each. Adjective of quality. Baby has a soft skin. Here, Soft describes the quality. Adjective of quantity. I have enough knowledge. Here, enough describes the quantity of knowledge I have. Adjective of number. Sanjay came first in the class. Here, first is the exact rank or number Sanjay got in the class. Demonstrative adjective. That pen is mine. Here, we are pointing out to that pen. Interrogative adjective. Whose bicycle is this? Here, we are asking question by using whose. Possessive adjective. My mother is here. Here, using my, we are showing ownership. I hope you are now clear about the types of adjective.
Comparatives and superlatives are used to compare people, places, or things. Here we have 3 animals: a dog, a horse, and an elephant. How can we compare these 3 animals? Let's compare the dog and the elephant with the adjective fast. We say a dog is faster than an elephant. Faster is a comparative. A comparative compares 2 things, in this case a dog and an elephant. Now let's compare the horse with the other 2 animals. We say the horse is the fastest, which means the horse is the fastest of the 3 animals. Fastest is a superlative. A superlative compares one thing to all the others in the same group. In this case, we are comparing the horse to the other animals in the group, which are the dog and elephant. Now we need to learn how to make a comparative and a superlative. When an adjective has 1 syllable, such as fast or young, we put er at the end of the adjective to make it a comparative. The adjective fast has 1 syllable, so we just add er to the end of it, faster. The adjective young has 1 syllable, so we just add er to the end of it, younger. Look at the example again. A dog is faster than an elephant. We say faster and not more fast, as you do in some other languages. Also, it is important to use than after the comparative. Faster than, slower than, younger than. To make a superlative, we add est to the end of the adjective. Fast becomes the fastest. Young becomes the youngest. It is important to have the article the before the superlative. The horse is the fastest. Again, since the adjective has 1 syllable, we do not say the more fast. No, we say the fastest. When an adjective has 1 syllable but ends in an e, such as nice or strange, we just add an r to the end of the adjective to make it a comparative. The adjective nice becomes nicer. The adjective strange becomes stranger. And for a superlative, just add st. So nice becomes the nicest. Strange becomes the strangest. Look at these three monsters, Dean, Harry, and Frank. Harry is nicer than Frank. Yes, Frank looks like a grumpy monster. But of the three monsters, I think Dean is the nicest because he has a gift for you. Of the three monsters, which is the strangest? When an adjective has one syllable and ends in a consonant plus a short vowel plus a consonant, such as big and hot, we double the last consonant and add er for the comparative and est for the superlative. For example, big ends in a consonant b, a short vowel I, and another consonant g. So we double or make two of the last consonant. With the word big, the last consonant is G, so we need two G's. Big becomes bigger with two G's. The superlative is biggest, also with two G's. Look at the weather on these 3 days, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. How can we compare these 3 days using the adjective hot? Sunday was hot. Monday was hotter than Sunday, but Tuesday was the hottest day. When an adjective has 2 syllables, such as happy or crazy, and the adjective also ends in the letter Y, we remove the Y and add IER for the comparative. So happy becomes happier. For the superlative, we also remove the Y and we add IEST. So happy becomes the happiest. Crazy becomes crazier and the craziest. Here are 3 children, Susan, Mary, and Mike. How can we compare these 3 children using the adjective happy? Mary is happier than Susan. Mike is the happiest. When an adjective has 2 or more syllables, we do not add er or est to the end of it. The adjective famous has 2 syllables, famous. So we cannot say famouser. No, it doesn't exist. For comparatives, we use the word more before an adjective with 2 or more syllables. So famous becomes more famous. For superlatives, we use the words the most before the adjective. So famous becomes the most famous. Expensive has 3 syllables, expensive. So expensive becomes more expensive and the most expensive. Let's compare a bike, a car, and a plane as ways of traveling. How can we compare them using the word expensive? A car is more expensive than a bike. The plane is the most expensive way to travel of the 3. Of course, there are always exceptions in English. 2 common exceptions are the adjectives good and bad. With good, the comparative form is better, and for the superlative form, we say the best. For example, you are a better singer than John. Yes. We do not say more good, no. And we do not say gooder, no. We say better. With bad, the comparative is worse, and the superlative is the worst. For example, it was the worst decision she had ever made. We do not say most bad or baddest, no. We say the worst.